Hello everybody. So I'm out here mountain biking and I thought I would do a review of my mountain bike. Part of why I'm doing this is because later this week there will inevitably be a day where I don't have time or enough interesting things to do to put out a vlog. So this will be my video for the day. This is my 2013 Specialized Hardrock Mountain bike. I've had it for about 2 years now and it is still going quite strong. There are a few creaks in this area, but that's expected, seeing as I've actually taken this, what is a $150 mountain bike on trails for 2 years. I've taken it on hardcore trails that I would take a dual suspension mountain bike on, and it has lived. It has gone through multi-day adventures. It has done everything I've wanted from a more expensive bike, and it's doing great still. Now this review is going to be geared at someone who would purchase this bike, so I'm going to go over the pluses and minuses of this bike. First off, as you'd expect, the Suntour fork sucks. It rebounds so hard that it knocks you off the bike sometimes, and you eventually learn to deal with that. You really do. You will get over it, and for the price point, I'd still say it's not a deal breaker. If you want a good entry-level mountain bike, I'd still say this is one of the ones to get, because even with that, it's still a solid enough bike that it works. Second, so a component that really matters, the tires. Now these tires, I've had them on there since I got it. I haven't changed them once, I probably should have, but they're still doing just great. In the mud, they're a little bit slick, but otherwise they are absolutely fantastic. If you want to step up to more muddy riding, I'd suggest something else though. So if you can't tell, I've just flipped it around, and that's because I want to talk about the group set on it. You'll see here, this is not the original derailleur. It came with Alveo. This is a Shimano 105. It lowers the gearing a bit more, makes it more climbing friendly, and it's great now. And this is the original rear chainring. I probably haven't cleaned it enough. As you can see, it's dirty as hell, so I need to get on that and clean it. But it has served me so well. It is so great for climbing. And this is even still the original chain after 2,500 miles. I should probably replace that. Now the front chainring, it comes with a triple, and honestly, for a beginner, I recommend that. It's really good to have that extra gear when you're climbing up a hill, and I've personally enjoyed it. Now the brakes, this might just be a mountain biking thing, I don't know, because this is my first mountain bike, but the brakes, it goes through them like candy. Another problem I had was that right here in this rear hub, there's something that holds it together. I don't remember exactly what it's called. This piece right here broke on me a year ago, and it was big trouble getting it fixed. It wouldn't climb right. It was having all sorts of problems, and the real problem was when it broke, the parts availability was like none. I would have had to buy basically an entire new bike, but luckily the shop I was at had the same problem and had another one of those lying around and just gave it to me for free. Now as far as other components go, I like the saddle actually. I like it a lot. It's good. It's a little wider than I like. I would put a road bike saddle on there if I were going to keep this bike much longer, but I'm probably going to upgrade soon. The frame has been so solid. This thing still feels like the day I got it as far as ride quality goes, and yeah, loving that. The wheels, well, they seem fine. I don't know. They seem to be rock solid and bomb proof, so I will give them a check plus on the wheels, although they are quite heavy. The handlebars are so wide sometimes that when you're going between trees, you'll bump into them on the side, and that's not really a big deal if you're not going to be using this off-road. But if you are off-road, it's sometimes, not usually, but sometimes a bit of a problem. Also, one more thing to add, if you're going to just use this bike on-road, it's pretty darn good. It'll hold up super well, it'll be super reliable, but if you're trying to do a lot of big hills, that fork is gonna kill you. That thing not only springs back at you, but it takes all your power away when you try to stand up during a climb. If you're doing a lot of roads and you don't intend to do much off-roads, just get a road bike. That's all I can tell you. Anyways, guys, this is a quick review of my 2013 Specialized Hardrock. I thought I'd do it off-road on a trail where it's meant to be, and yeah, it's served me well. I like it. I've had it for 2 years on way harder trails than it was intended for, and it is still going really well. It's way better than any Walmart bike you're gonna get. So if you want a cheap entry-level mountain bike, go out there, get yourself one of these. It'll serve you very well. Good night, guys.